If you're just now joining, we are doing a kind of, I guess, later live. This is kind of going to be a shorter one, maybe 30-40 minutes, just because I haven't really done one in a very long time, maybe like since like before Halloween or something. So yeah, it definitely has been a while. What's up, JJ Lightning Bolt? How are you doing tonight? Really, we're just going to be talking about anything, Morris costumes, spirit theories, whatever. What's up, Descender? I know it's been a very long while since I've done a live stream, like I said. So yeah, just asking really anything if y'all feel like. What do y'all want to talk about? I know I haven't really mentioned Morris costumes in any of my recent videos, so if y'all want to talk about that, maybe Transworld or something like that. It's going good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? I know it's kind of a bit of a later live stream tonight. It'll be kind of a shorter one, maybe 30-40 minutes. So I guess what's y'all's opinion on the Morris costumes animatronics? Honestly, I kind of think that it's obviously a lot better than previous years, um, but I feel like there are some animatronics that are just better than the rest of their lineup. Like especially like the Carnival Barker, Mangy Rat, especially those two. I also like the Gardener a lot though. I think he's pretty cool. The Groundskeeper prop is my favorite. Honestly, I can't really decide between him and Mangy Rat. I mean, they're both really good. They both have their pros and cons. Um, I feel like the Groundskeeper has just better detail overall, but the Mangy Rat is still pretty cool though. I mean, I wish he had a bit more movement, and my biggest problem with him is like he's a little bit too robotic for my taste. While the Gardener, I think, has a lot of cool movements, especially with the scissor blade thing. The Carney is your favorite. He is really, really cool too. He is honestly like an incredible animatronic. Mangy Rat and Groundskeeper are my two favorites. Yeah, same. I know a lot of people like the Carney a lot, and I like him too, but I'm just not like the biggest clown person. You didn't go there? I didn't go there either. I kind of just watched some of the videos. I haven't ever been there before. Maybe in the future though. I think we have about 5 people right now. I'm not really expecting too many people to show up since this is a bit of a later stream, and of course, the time zones are different. I just hope my two favorite props are reasonably priced though. It's more as costumes. You can never really, I guess, expect a reasonable price with them. Mangy Rat better be reasonably priced though, because I'm hoping to get him for a science lab part in my haunt this upcoming year as like a lab rat. Um, but I don't know. I mean, Morris Costumes always does up the prices a little bit too much. What I like about the Carney is the servos. Yeah, I feel like the servos was really, really cool on that animatronic. It worked really well with him overall. And I know some people don't like the LCD eyes, but I think it works pretty well with him. And I forgot who mentioned this. Maybe it was Into the Road Haunts or something. But they said that the speaker should be in the little thing that he holds to talk through. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Kind of make it a bit more realistic. Like it's actually like the voice is coming out of there. But yeah, going back to the price thing, I mean, I have a feeling they're going to be overpriced because it's Morris costumes, but I feel like Mangy Rat should be anywhere between, like, should be just somewhere in the 200s, not anywhere past 300. What's up, T Hollow? How are you doing? Groundskeeper is one I'm hoping to get. I will start saving up. Yeah, I'm hoping to get at least one of them. I'll probably go with Mangy Rat before Groundskeeper, even though I love Groundskeeper a lot, and especially since I might be doing some kind of farm display. Um, I'm also doing a science lab display, and I feel like Mangy Rat would just work better overall, especially since I already have like 2 farm props, and it's not the biggest display. What are you hoping for Spirit Halloween? Just for them to kind of go all out for the 40th anniversary. A lot of people have been saying that, they are going to, but there's been some doubters, which I can understand that. Since they didn't really, I guess, go all out for their 30th anniversary, of course, that was a long time ago, and they are much more popular now than they were back then. Pretty good. Got Silent and Deadly yesterday, so pretty happy about that. Dang. He's kind of rare. Right? I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's one of the rare ones, but he's a pretty good clown overall. I've been searching for a bloody bag of jokes. I just can't really seem to find one with a reasonable price. I mean, there's one on eBay for like $500, which there's no way I'm paying for that, even if it is a 2021 model. I just hope Spirit will bring back intimidating props and not laughable props. Yeah, same, same. I mean, every ever so often they'll have your like more intimidating animatronic. Like I feel like Lord Raven was a pretty intimidating one overall. But then, like you said, they do have very laughable animatronics, which laughable aren't necessarily terrible as long as it's like kind of fits what the character is. You know someone who has one for $200. I think, yeah, I'd definitely be willing to pay 200. I mean, just depending on the model though. I have to leave the chat, boys. I'm about to shower. All right. And another person. I don't know how much they want though. 2014 was the best year in your opinion. I do like 2014 a lot. I like the theme of that year, especially the ruins. Just such a unique theme, I feel like. You hope they bring back Barnyard Butcher. Same. How's it going, Spirit Halloween Hangout? How are you doing tonight? To be honest, I really hope Spirit this year ups their game. Yeah, same. I mean, like, I feel like the quality definitely also kind of needs to improve on the props, as most companies, I feel like, need to improve on the quality, of course. But also, I hope they up their game a little bit in just the intimidating scare factor. But mostly for me, it's not even like the scariness, even though that would be nice. I just hope they give their props a little bit more detail than usual. Like, the props are always decently detailed, but I just feel like for the price that we're paying, they need to just have a little bit more detail, especially in like the main focus points of the animatronic. Pumpkin Nestor needs to return. Yeah, definitely. I'd probably get him if he returns, to be honest. Which I've never gotten like a flashback prop before, but Pumpkin Esther will definitely be one that I would get. And maybe Barnyard Butcher, but we'll see. Spirit gonna be lit this year, I just know it. I sure do hope so. I sure do hope so. I mean, I've done a lot of theory videos on them and stuff, but I'm hoping that they actually will do something cool. Grim Productions, I'm getting the Carnival Barker from Morris. That's awesome. Anyone know the actual price on him? Or because I'm assuming he's gonna be pretty expensive, and the height too. I'm not too sure what his actual height is, because isn't he like on the riser, like at the Party Expo? I really hope they do a Jack the Reaper animatronic. Yeah, same. I actually have the cutout right here. I'm considering doing a custom of Lord Raven into Jack the Reaper because he's kind of in that same like looming pose. Not gonna lie, some of the haunters in our community are toxic. Always hating on Spirit, even though 2021 was the best year. Yeah, but 2022, I mean, 2022 was okay. It's kind of. If Spirit could pull it off, it would be really cool if they had a 10-foot prop on display. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about those, okay? If they do really, really tall animatronics, because 10 foot's only 1 foot taller than Mr. Dark, so I feel like most stores could have a 10-foot prop. Anything past 10 foot, though, might have to be an online only, just because a lot of Spirit stores are in smaller locations where they can probably barely hold anything above 10 feet, really. Unlike stores like Home Depot and Lowe's and Party City, where most of those buildings are, they have higher up ceilings and stuff, especially like Home Depots and Lowe's. So they can actually store, like, every location can have one of those animatronics. Spirit's a bit more of a different situation, though. The Carnival Barker is 315. Really? Honestly, that's not terrible for him, especially since he's a servo, LCD eyes, and he's decently tall. Also, just like his details is pretty cool too. Having a prop that big in stores probably won't happen because some Spirits are small. Exactly. Yeah, I had a store back in 2016 through 2020, and the ceiling was super duper low, and it barely held the clock tower and the Acres Farm. Mangy Rat is 179. Is that like the wholesale price, or is that like his actual retail price? Because that would be honestly really worth it. You should become a manager at My Spirit. It's located in Louisiana, so it's a swamp theme. Yeah, okay, sure. I'm wondering what the clown barker would be like if it was at Spirit. Uh, Honestly, I don't even know. I mean, I could definitely see Spirit doing a prop like that. Disappointing about Flashback Friday with 2022. Yeah, it was kind of disappointing, honestly. They only had like one returning prop, really, which was Little Skelly Bones, and he got changed up. Worst costumes, prices, and animatronics are way better. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of agree to that. Well, I mean, at least this year. I mean, we haven't. This year compared to Spirit's 2022 year, yeah, I definitely say that they are better. What if Spirit brought back some old themes? That would be really cool. I hope they would bring back the clock tower, because that, in my opinion, is one of the coolest themes, and the hotel. 2016 overall is a really cool year. I'd like for them to bring back those themes. The only store that would really have a prop that big is Flagship. Yeah. I also like the Toys R Us stores might be able to hold those, depending on how big the Toys R Us location was. But my old story from 2021, from 2018 to 2021, my main store used to be in a Toys R Us, sorry. And those ceilings were huge in that store. It could fit like the entire theme. It was really big. Thoughts on a Gremlin animatronic? That would be pretty cool. I know that Trick or Treat Studios, or just I think a lot of different companies have made Gremlins props, not animatronics, just statics, but still. Actually, two of my local stores are huge, so I don't know. Let's see. Spirit needs to do more folklore animatronics. That would be cool. It would be cool to see like a Bigfoot, I think. Um, It'd be interesting, honestly. I mean, I feel like it would be a little bit more expensive for a Bigfoot specifically, because they'd have to use like actual fur on him, which is always a bit more expensive. Kind of probably the reason why Monty was more expensive than, he probably should have been. Unless they go like the main. I feel like they would make a theme off of their mascot this year. That would be interesting. I really how would they do that? I mean, unless they just like have his face everywhere, which they kind of already do that, to be honest. My favorite year of Spirit is 2018. The funny thing is that was my first year going to Spirit, and I loved it. That is probably one of my favorite years too. That's the year that I really started getting into Spirit a little bit more. It kind of started back in 2015 for me, whenever I like really liked the store, and then 2018 is whenever I got really into it. But I've been going since like 2011, 2012. Grim Productions. Carnival Barker would be 500 at Spirit Halloween. Probably. Yeah. I could definitely see it being 500 there. Honestly, like just Spirit. I know we always say Morris Costumes bad about prices, but Spirit Halloween is also just as bad. My Toys R Us location that had a Spirit Halloween is being a clothing store. Same. Mine got turned to a Burlington, which just, it sucks, honestly. So I still have like 3 spirits close to me though. Two of the spirits near me are like 3 minutes away from each other. Like, not even joking. Like, they are super close to each other. But they're all small locations though. But they're still nice. My first year I went was 2009, and I was only 2. Wow. That's a long time ago. I know that there's Jack the Reaper merchandise this year, but I can't disclose anything else. Yeah, there's been a couple of Jack the Reaper things come out. I actually have a pin that came out back in 2019. I don't think they sell that anymore though. It was pretty cool though. And then the statue, of course, which I have back there. They can make a theme off their bats, like a new cave theme. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe like a mine shaft cave instead of like a jungle cave. Like a mine shaft. They should totally do that. My Spirit Halloween store is still abandoned. Let's see if I missed anything else. Someone had an idea that they might make a Jack the Reaper prop with servos. That'd be pretty cool. I think if they do make a Jack the Reaper prop, it can go multiple ways. It can either be like a reskin of something, which I think that would just kind of not be good. Although if they do a reskin, it'd have to be a Mr. Dark, I think. I think that only makes sense. Mr. Dark or Lord Raven, one of the two. Servo would be pretty cool. I can totally see that. Just basically kind of Grim again, but with like the cloak on and more of like Jack's design. Or he could be a 10-footer, like just one of the big ones, which I believe is what End of the Road Haunts' idea was. A tank theme, military tank theme would be cool. That would be really cool. Something totally different than what we've seen before in the past. Kind of reminds me of those little clipboard arts that we got back in 2021. The back theme. Oops. Just turn Hawking Werewolf into Jack the Reaper. Did you make a video about it? I'll totally check that out if you did. I've always wondered if Jack the Reaper had a voice. I don't think he has a voice. I think I looked into that a little while ago. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a voice, but I think he has a laugh. I mean, there's a theory in the 2013 Clown Train theme video, the very end of the video, whenever it kind of zooms into the clown archway, you can actually hear a laugh in the background, and supposedly that's Jack's laugh. That's never confirmed, though. No, it's just an idea. Oh, okay. Okay, I get you. I actually might turn in my Lord Raven into Jack the Reaper, though. Because like I said, he has like the same exact pose as the logo, where he's like kind of hovering. That'd be a good base for him. I really hope that Spirit Halloween has more bloody animatronics. Well, if they return Barnard Butcher, then I don't see why they can't. Which, that's not confirmed yet, but we'll see. What animatronics do you have, if any, never seen any on your channel? I haven't done a collection video yet. My collection isn't as big as some of the other collectors out there, obviously. I'm probably going to wait till next year to do a collection video. Let me think. So, my first prop was back in like 2007. And that's whenever I was really little, obviously. And that was the Posable Reaper from Jimmy. And then my first actual animatronic was in 2018, which was Looming Strawman, Jack Straw, and then Beetlejuice, the Home Depot version of Jack and Sally, the Santa Jack animatronic, the Creep from 2022. What else? Henry Hustle, Dr. Illume, Lord Raven, and I'm probably missing a couple others. To be honest, you think Spirit is going to surprise us this year? I hope so. I sure do hope so. We need a mummy animatronic? Yeah, we do. I like how Lowe's was kind of thinking outside the box with that, but I kind of just wish it was more of a... I would have much rather preferred a 6-foot tall, really detailed corpse mummy. That would have been really cool to see. Just imagine seeing a servo vampire. That would be really, really cool. I could like imagine like his cloak kind of being like this, with like his cloak dripping down, and then he can move the cloak and his face, his fangs and stuff. My collection isn't massive, but my favorite in my collection is the Zombie Soldier. That one's pretty hard to find nowadays. I'm pretty sure it is. I want a Looming Scarecrow. You mean like a Looming Strawman or like a brand new Scarecrow? I really hope Spirit doesn't let us down. I mean, I don't know. 2021 was a fantastic year in my opinion, just all around fantastic year. 2022 had potential. And I feel like a lot of animatronics in 2022, you know, they were pretty good. But I feel like, and I'm just hoping with this, that they were kind of backing out a little bit in 2022 just to save up for 2023. And that hopefully this year's going to be amazing. And that's why 2022 was just decent. I mean, the themes for 2022 were still amazing. What's up, Galaxy Wolf? How are you doing tonight? Let me see. Oh, yeah, I also have a posable Ghostface from HalloweenCostumes.com and a Trick or Treat Studios Slappy the Dummy prop. I think if Morris Costumes can make great animatronics, and Spirit can too. Totally. Spirit's been doing it for a long time. A brand new Scarecrow. Yeah, we definitely need more Scarecrows. 2018, you know, of course, was like the big year for Scarecrows or something. But even at then, we only got like two actual Scarecrow animatronics, which was Looming Strawman and Burlap Horror. The other two, which was the Nightmare Harvester and Pumpkin Patch Prowler, even though they were scarecrows, they weren't like classic scarecrows, you know? And then, of course, we had the Strawman from this past year, which was pretty cool. I hope you have a Wednesday prop. I don't. I don't even think they have a Wednesday prop. Unless you mean, like, you hope they make one. Good, how are you? I'm doing fantastic. I've always wanted them to do a prison theme. That would be interesting. Yeah, something like the 2013 Asylum would be super duper cool. Again, kind of like a returning theme, but maybe just update it a little bit. They can do a lot with that, honestly. But I'm not sure about how good the animatronics would fit in it. Even though I feel like a lot of animatronics could actually fit inside an asylum. You can have like insane clowns, uh, electric chairs, like death row kind of style. Like a straitjacket person. We haven't seen one of those in a while. A torture chamber theme would be awesome. Like a medieval torture chamber. I think that would be pretty cool. Oh, we should have like an executioner animatronic. I know we had one a while back, but they should totally make another one. My mom's Mr. Happy had broken last season. Dang. Can't really trust that those animatronics are going to last that long, so that's why I kind of wish that they would up the quality a little bit more. My favorite theme from Spirit Halloween is the Zombie Baby Playground from 2010. That's a pretty cool theme. Definitely unique. I like the hotel theme. Oh wait, is that... I'm assuming that you meant hotel in that one. Yeah, hotel is pretty cool. One of my favorite themes. I'm a huge fan of the Tower of Terror from Disney. Like the ride, just like the whole atmosphere of the hotel. I don't know if you can see it on my shelf over there. It's actually like a whole collection of just like Tower of Terror stuff. And also, I believe someone, I'm not sure where, was like selling the entire display for the hotel theme, which is pretty cool. And it was for a reasonable price too. Definitely one of the cooler themes. Let's see. Did I miss any? But yeah, so what kind of themes do you think Spirit Halloween is going to do for 2023? Or like what do you hope they're going to do as far as like just the themes go? Like not even talking animatronics, like just straight up themes. Because honestly, for me, I'm hoping that they'll do either like a very like meta kind of theme, kind of focusing on just them and their 40th anniversary, a mine shaft, or like a sewer. I feel like a sewer would be pretty cool. It's broken because of a heavy gust of wind. Is this like on Halloween night, like he broke, or is it just because like he left him out? Because I left out my Looming Strawman for like the entire month of October, and I just kind of staked him to the ground. And whenever it got rainy outside, I just kind of threw a trash bag over him. I'm thinking of maybe a woods theme. That's pretty cool. One of my favorite themes, maybe the second or third favorite theme, is the Hollow Bridge from 2017. AJ Lightning, bye. I believe we are now in about 20 minutes. I might be ending it here in another 20 minutes or so. Like I said, I'm just do a shorter live stream because I haven't done one in a while. Are there any animatronics or props that you guys are like looking for in particular? Like just on like secondhand sellers or something? Is there any licensed characters you would like to see? Any licensed characters? I would like to see a Ghostface actually themed to the Scream movies and actually have voice lines from it. They should. Some company needs to do that. Some store needs to sell one of those. A Crypt Keeper would be pretty cool. What else? We haven't seen a good Freddy Krueger in a while. I think we had one from Lowe's here recently, but it wasn't very good. I mean, it was okay. You said you left him out. Aw, man, that sucks. You're gonna fix him this year. Yeah, my Looming Strawman broke back in 2020 too. That's the only animatronic I think I've had an issue with, surprisingly. Um, that's just because I used him, like I overused him a lot because I was just like, I don't know, I was kind of obsessed with him. So I would just constantly activate him. But he doesn't lunge anymore, like his arms still move forward, but he just doesn't lunge anymore. I could probably fix him if I really wanted to. But it sucked because he like broke the week before Halloween, like just a few days before Halloween. Maybe Spirit will have more high tech in their themes that add a lot more illusions. That would be pretty cool. The Puppet Master puppets would be cool, definitely. We need a Leatherface. Yeah, totally need a Leatherface. That would be awesome. I mean, the only Leatherface animatronic we have is so expensive on like eBay and Mercari, and like just like secondhand sellers. What is your favorite holiday? I mean, Halloween, I guess. Although Christmas is definitely a good holiday. I mean, it's just, you know, it is like the main holiday. Have y'all guys, okay, let me ask y'all this, because I know that a lot of people do this stuff really early. I know I definitely do. But have y'all already started y'all's plans for like y'all's personal displays and haunts for 2023? Because I already have, I kind of already have it all laid out and plans and stuff. They might make a spiky animatronic. I hope they do make more Killer Clown from Outer Space animatronics. I hope for Jumbo. He's my favorite one. Probably my favorite. Either him or Shorty. But I don't know. I hope they make a Jumbo one with like the officer. I forget his name. That would be such a creepy animatronic though to have like that scene. Or a Rudy. Rudy's also pretty cool. He's probably one of the more weirder looking ones. I will have to see what else will be released later this year. Yeah, I've planned for weeks now. Same. I like last year for 2022, I kind of had my theme set like November 1st, that very day. I had my theme set and I was kind of already planning that entire year. This year was a bit harder for me to kind of think of a theme, but I have one now. And this year I used the garage for 2021 and 2022. So for 2023, I'm going to use the front or the garage and the backyard. I'll probably make videos this year on those. But what are y'all's themes though? If y'all have any, unless it's like a multiple themed kind of thing. I would like to see an other mother animatronic from Coraline. A lot of people have been asking for that. Like I've seen just so much of that, and I believe it was on like the Roblox Spirit Halloween thing too. That would be pretty freaky to see. Um, really cool. Honestly, I feel like that would be a really good seller for sure. I just don't know who would sell it, to be honest. I mean, Spirit Halloween does sell a lot of Tim Burton kind of stuff. Like they do Beetlejuice and Nightmare Before Christmas, which those are kind of both similar. So, but plans still change as the year goes because the new prop I get. Yeah, Spirit might release a teaser sometime, probably March 31st, I imagine, or just halfway to Halloween around there. They have the Coraline license. They do? Like costumes? Oh, you've seen costumes, mugs, and a blanket. So, I mean, I can't really see why they won't do that then. I mean, a lot of people have been asking for that. Do you think a Jack the Reaper animatronic is coming for 2023 or Pumpkin Nester or Barnyard Butcher? Okay, here's my thing. I made several videos of Pumpkin Nester and Barnyard Butcher. Barnyard Butcher, I think, is returning just maybe online only, but he could return for 2024, just to kind of give us something to look forward to for 2024. Pumpkin Nester, I have no doubt that I think he's returning. I think he is returning for 2023. Jack the Reaper animatronic, I'm still kind of iffy on that one, even though I've made like 3 videos on it. I'm excited to see what Home Depot will have this year. Same, you know, their past few years have been just incredible, so I think they're definitely going to have something good. I mean, I feel like these companies are going to definitely be up in their game, especially with Spirit's 40th anniversary. You know, they're probably thinking that Spirit themselves is having something good, so they might all want to compete against each other big this year. I usually buy 3 animatronics per year. That's about what I also do too. This year, I'm going to probably spend a little less because I want to spend a bit more money on my like effects and detail on my haunt versus the animatronic portions, especially in the garage part. I think the only props I'll probably be getting is Pumpkin Nester if he does release, uh, maybe Mangy Rat. I'm not too sure, but I'm also trying to get a Plague Doctor from 2020. But he's like so hard to find, and every time that I do find one, it's like super duper expensive. I found one, and I'm considering on actually getting it because it's a pretty big part of my theme for this year. But he is just a very hard to find animatronic. Why is your name Grim Productions? Or do you mean what is your name? Because honestly, I have no reason for why I named it Grim Productions. I just thought it was a neat name. I don't know. I usually buy one animatronic per year. I mean, that's not bad too. I mean, they are pretty expensive. As I said, I think classic props like Ren and Gertrude, I can't talk today, Ripping Reaper, Barnard Butcher, etc. I have potential to be brought back because fans want them and Spirit listens to their fan base. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Just the problem is, I feel like Spirit Halloween cares more about the general customers than the fan base because the general customers is a lot bigger than us overall. Even though we're a big part of it, they're also, you know, kind of how they make their money. So they're kind of just trying to get more kid friendly props to go in for families that go into the store. So like I can see those props coming back as online only because most of the fans, I guess like us, we will shop on their online store more than the average customer will. I know not everyone will agree with me, but I just would also like to see an Ursula. It would be cool just to have a fun prop that's still in the Halloween spirit. I agree. Ursula would be pretty cool, a pretty big animatronic. I can see them kind of doing the Mr. Punchy thing if they do an Ursula, where like her tentacles are more like of like an inflatable kind of thing. What are your thoughts on the Carnival Barker? He's pretty cool. I'm not much of a clown person overall as far as animatronics go, but I do think he's a really cool clown, and he's not really even a clown. He's more of a carny. So overall, he's an incredible animatronic, though. Who the heck will pay 720 for Soul Stealer? Is that how much he is? There's no way. I mean, I haven't really checked the prices, like the actual prices on these things. There's no way that he's that much. I mean, sure, the Tombstone concept's cool with the fog coming out of it, but there's no way. I mean, that's like something that anyone can do. You can always put like a fog machine behind a Tombstone and have that go out for like maybe like $60 at most, including the fog machine. What are your thoughts on the Hooded Phantom? I think he's pretty cool, a pretty cool Phantom overall. I've always liked that like simple like sheet ghost design, and I think he's a pretty good take on a kind of more like um, sheet ghost. I have a sitting scare witch and a flying vulture. They're not available anymore. Those are, I believe, were from 2018. I think. I recently saw a flying vulture about the same time last year. I was gonna get it because it was a pretty good price, like 60 or 70, but it got sold out unfortunately. I would love to see Zombie Swing Girl and Witch of Stolen Souls to return. That'd be pretty cool. I could see Zombie Swing Girl being a big seller. I personally love him because he reminds me of classic Halloween characters because of the audio and overall design. I think he's a little bit too wide, but other than that, yeah, I agree. He's definitely like has like a very classic look to him. Yes, they're from 2018. Okay, I thought so. This might be kind of a bit of a hot take, but I think Sitting Scare Witch is the best Sitting Scare animatronic I think there is. I just think she has the coolest look and the most detail and the best audio. I don't know. That's just me though. What are your thoughts on the Carnival Barker? Pretty cool overall. Definitely, I could totally see why people like him and why he's like the fan favorite one. Not something I would get just because I'm not the biggest clown person. I got the 2020 version of Flying Vulture. I didn't even know he re-released in 2020. Which prop is cool? Dean the Deathologist or Dina Deathology? I don't think I've seen the second one even. Dean the Deathologist is probably one of my favorite props like that Home Depot has ever released though. He's just such a fantastic prop, and I kind of wish I would have got him because my theme this year, or one of my themes for this year, fits or I guess the animatronic fits my theme for this year really, really good, really well. So I kind of wish that I would have gone him. I like the Carnival Barker because he has servos. Yeah, he definitely has those realistic movements, which is really cool. We need a Haunted Mansion animatronic. I totally agree. I was just talking about this the other day. Um, how they should make like a Hatbox Ghost or just something like that. Even like a Constance would be pretty cool. I know they've been doing like inflatables here recently. Um, but yeah, we definitely need to see an actual animatronic though. Do you punch people? No, not really. Me and my dad started a haunt in 2022 for the first time, and it was a hit. That's awesome. What would was like an outdoor haunt or like an indoor haunt in y'all's garage? So for this year for my haunt, I want to do a haunted forest theme, like a haunted trail. I was gonna do a farm theme, but I want to wait to do that. Do you have any recommendations for a forest theme? So actually, funny you mentioned that because this year I am doing a like multi-themed kind of thing in my backyard, where I'll have like multiple themes kind of covering my backyard. And the first theme is a hollow forest bridge kind of style theme. Basically, if you want to do a forest theme, it kind of just depends on your scenery. Like if you live in like a very suburban area where there's a lot of houses and it's a neighborhood with not that much land, then you might not have that many trees around you. So to kind of make a fake forest like how I'm gonna do, I would go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and those like fake plant things that they have, that are kind of like vines almost. I'd get a ton of those and I would just kind of nail them around whatever you can, just to make it look somewhat grassy and foresty. And then just try and get some like tree related things. I have a couple tree masks that I'll be using for this year too that Party City sold, and I'm pretty sure they'll sell them again. They're pretty cool masks. I've heard that you're a champion of MMA and okay, man. I do a carnival theme and a cemetery theme. That's pretty cool. I do a cemetery theme in my front yard these past couple years, and I'll probably stick with that. But on the other side of my yard, I usually do like a farm kind of theme. Although I might switch that to the back. But is your haunt like in your garage or is it in the back, or like somewhere like is like a trail? Because this is my first year I'm doing a trail. So does anyone have any tips for me on like how to do like a trail haunt? Because what I might do is I might just take like wooden stakes and then like caution tape. I know that's kind of like cheap or whatever, but I think it'll work. We need urban legend animatronics. Yeah, I definitely agree on that also. We just I don't know. We don't really see enough of like those kind of things, and I feel like that would honestly be kind of humorous in a way, while also kind of scary, just depending on how they make it. You scatter it in your yard. That's pretty cool. I mean, my yard isn't like that big, so I can't really do that. But thanks. I have some fake plants and vines. I would use Christmas trees, but I recently sold them all. But I will most likely do dead tree branches and put them against the walls. That's actually a pretty good idea. Actually, I do have some dead like tree branches that we recently just cut off from one of my trees. That's just like on the side of my fence, and I'm considering using that. Maybe I think that'll definitely add to it. But I'm probably just gonna get the like the Michaels fake vines. Maybe try to make some kind of bridge, and we'll see how that goes. Also, for a trail theme, you could mark the path with wood chips so it actually looks like a trail. That'd be pretty cool. The only thing is like the whole theme itself isn't like a forest, it's like multiple themes. I love Faceless Scarecrow. Do you too? Yeah, he's pretty cool. Honestly, I think he's better than the other ones that we've gone here recently. But yeah, so I might have to end it here. It's been about 40 minutes, and this was going to be kind of a shorter live stream since I haven't done one in a while here recently. So thank you to all who have came. I was only expecting maybe like 5 to show up, but it was like actually like closer to 15, I think. But yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for watching this live stream. I'll try and do more, I guess, as the year goes on. I'm pretty sure this was the first one that I've done for 2023. But yeah, I'll just read these last comments here, and then I'll have to end it because it is now at 40 minutes. Pumpkin Nester better come back this year. Yeah, he needs to come back. I had this one trick-or-treater scream and cry because the animatronic clowns. We had Henry Hustle as like the final room in mind, and everyone that went out of there thought he was real until like his actual head popped out, which kind of like almost makes it seem like they shouldn't have done that. But yeah. All right. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Again, thank you all so much for coming. Yeah. Bye.